everyone, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to get started on the next tier of the Gundu Society quests. Starting off, we have 3 new quests. All of these are going to be at the current reputation tier, which is Trusted. And as of the previous Vanu episode, we are caught up on all of the old daily quests. So from now on, we just have the new ones that are introduced with each tier to show off. We don't have much beyond that, so we can just show the 4 new daily quests, and then I can do a bunch of grinding on my own, and then we can move on with the next tier. It'll be a lot quicker now. And because the bonus quests you get when you unlock a new tier are all quests from the new tier that you unlocked, we get 3 out of the 4 new daily quests right off the bat, which is amazingly convenient. So starting off with Shady Premonitions. Vanu is scratching his head puzzled. The winds bring strange tidings from Zundu, Netheling. Rumors of the world cloaked in darkness, according to Zundu legend. Vanu is as perplexed about this as rain falling in sunlight, and seeks Netheling's help to make sense of it. Alright, Vanu, what is with this premonition? Netheling. Linu hears strange whispers about nestlings of Zundu. They are restless, swirling with stories of return of a beast of legend. Beast that rides the wind with great wings and brings everlasting night. Linu is curious about such rumors. Zundu tribe has feathers and talons same as Gundu, but I see different beasts and beaks tell different tales through the ages. Linu knows little of this airborne creature which cloaks sea of clouds and midnight shade. Might Netheling venture to Zundu to hear Nestling's tale and bring it back to Linu? I think I already know exactly what beast they're talking about. Here, let's go back up. Let's go back up in the dialogue. World cloaked in darkness, according to Zundu legend. A beast of legend that rides the wind with great wings and brings everlasting night. Depending on who's spreading these tales, depending on how much they actually know, if they're young, they may tend towards exaggeration. I think this might be the Garlean ship that flew overhead after we beat Bismarck the first time. Clouds grow darker day by day, Netheling. Feathers of great flying beasts of Zundu legend attack nestlings. As grass thirsts for rain clouds, nestlings know that the beasts thirst for a show of fighting spirit. If booming display of might does not satisfy beasts, it punishes tribe, world cloaked in shade forever. We ask Vanu, bringer of shade, for help, but he believes nestlings not. He tells us great beast feathers do not stir, even though feathers bite us on tail end. Nestling's no match for biting feathers, but Netheling looks strong, fearless. If Netheling displays mighty dance, maybe great flying beast becomes full like storm cloud filling with rain. Come, I take you northeast of Zundu. Maybe I was incorrect? Though it does seem like Vanu might agree with me. Might. 20% chance they agree with me. Right here. We saw a feather here when playing in the sun. Wait and see. Okay, what was actually seen here? I'm starting to think that I was wrong on my theory. Well, I wasn't okay, you know what? I wasn't wrong. Yeah, no, these would in fact be feathers of the Garlean ship. That checks out. That makes a lot of sense. They sure do look like feathers, actually. From a given perspective, I can definitely see where you're coming from with this. Well, the feathers are dealt with. Netheling's fighting spirit is so powerful that feathers stay their biting. But this is not only place Netheling sees feathers. Come, I will take Netheling to another place. Definitely concerning that we've got death claws lurking around, this close to the Zundu tribe. Let's go push them back. Keep them well away from our friends. And yeah, this does basically confirm I was right about it being the Garlean warship that flew overhead. There, they appear at Cliff's edge while nestlings pick flowers. Now show Feather's netherlings' dance of wrath. Not a problem. Alright, go away, Deathclaws. We do not want you here. You are not welcome. Anyone else? Any others that you saw? Netherlings display a might as savage as stinging hailstorm. Great flying beast surely trembles with joy. I shower Netherling with thanks and return to tell others of new legends seen with own eyes. I mean, yeah. You know what? This all makes perfect sense. The appearance of that giant warship would have been legendary. It's not exactly a common sight around here. It would have made the entire sky turn to midnight. And yeah, those feathers it dropped sure do, one, look like feathers, and two, they sure do bite. But the good news is, I don't think that warship is coming by anytime soon, given that Shiva really fucked it up over in Azazla, and I think it's still docked there. I don't think it's leaving. Netherling has returned, but Vanu already hears of soft chattering of Zundu's nestling's new hero. It would seem Netherling has driven away the beast of Midnight Shade. Netherling has Linu's gratitude for helping Zundu nestlings. Sometimes tribe elders disregard nestling worries, but she shows belief from small beaks has small truths. Thanks to Netherling, Linu also understands trouble that comes with Feather's presence. Gundu tribe also keeps careful watch on Gundu Naki for signs of legendary beast feathers. Alright, there's one down. Smooth as silk, cool as air. Munavanu is looking intently at his sash. Does Netherling notice hole in Muna's sash, like crescent moon peeking out from clouds in shame? Muna tries to spear plump cloudfish, but spears sash instead. Perhaps Vanu can make new sash for Muna, but Muna is too ashamed of own sash to ask himself. Might Netherling talk to Vanu in his stead? Sure, we can talk to the chief and get the chief to fix your sash. How did you screw up that badly? Ah yes, Linu also noticed his own sash needs tending. Vanu have great pride in traditional sash. Its shimmering silk is mark of craftsmanship. But truth be told, Gundu work hard in mud and dust to establish new home. Sashes Gundu escape with become worn and start to smell foul like rain-soaked Wyzant. Maybe if Vundu see unkempt sashes, they think Gundu now prospers on Gundu Naki, try to prey on weakness. Linu asks Netherling to harvest Wamura cocoons in the east with which to weave new sashes. 4 cocoons should glean enough silk to replace all sashes in tribe. Just a full replacement then. You know what? That's fair. Y'all have been through a lot. You deserve to treat yourselves. And yeah, maintaining a look of strength in the face of the Vundu is probably going to help a lot, both for morale against the Vundu, and with getting the Vundu to maybe be a bit more wary of going after you again. Alright, next one's going to be down here. Oh, we're going up! Alright then. Here's our second cocoon. One more in this area, I thought so. There are only 3 marked locations on the map, but 4 cocoons we need, so... makes sense there'd be a double somewhere. Ah, there you are. I had a feeling... yeah. I think I actually remember doing this quest way back when I was going through the society quest on my main. Hi! I remember struggling to find that specific cocoon because it's just off up here even further. And there's our last cocoon. Okay, easy, and only got attacked once. Let's go make the delivery to make some new sashes. There you are, Linu Vanu. I bring you cocoons. Does Netheling bring silk cocoons Linu asked for? He discovers another loose thread in own sash. I've got plenty of cocoons for you right here. Ah, soft and white as puffed cloud, round as full moon on winter night. Netheling brings Linu such beautiful cocoons. From these, Linu pulls strands of silk to weave into brilliant sashes. Vundu surely tremble with jealousy like Leaf and Gale when they lay eyes upon shining Gundu of Naki. Ah, did Netheling by chance feel any wiggling from cocoons? If so, then Linu is lucky, for our Wamara grubs are a special snack when weaving. Very juicy and tender, slides down gullet smoothly. Netheling should try sometime. Honestly, I would be interested. Probably not while it's alive and wriggling, though. That sounds a little... And last one for now, before I gotta wait for daily resets, Gaelicat's out of the bag. Moon and Vanu looks happy to see us. Ah, Netheling graces us with her presence. Ginu Vanu has been looking for Netheling. He busily prepares nest for first roost and says he is in need of Netheling's strong, firm grip and movement fast as lightning. Alright, Ginu Vanu, what do you got for us? Netheling always comes at the right time, like raindrops falling on wilted leaves. Will she help Ginu with very important tasks? Ginu is so very busy fluffing up newly built nests for a new life on Gundu Naki. He needs Netheling to bring him Gaelicats to complete nests. But make sure cats are unharmed. They must be happy, full of life. If Netheling brings dead Gaelicats, Ginu feels downpour of sadness. Ginu gives you Gundu tribe's secret dried herb to catch flying cats easily. If Netheling holds this under Gaelicat's nose, it becomes happy. Very happy. 5 cats should be enough for Ginu to complete nests. Now go, Netheling! Zephyr wins at your back. Are we just catching pet Gaelicats for you? I mean, valid, but also, alright. Sure, let's go drug him up with some Gaelicat nip and get him back here. Alright, so it is apparently not Gaelicat nip we're using. We're using dried cloud crawler. The stray Gaelicat bristles its fur. Well, how about some dried cloud crawler for you? And we caught it. Well, it sure seems to work like Gaelicat nip. I'm gonna read that description on the next one we catch. Alright, here's number 2. Not very happy, is it? Prolonged exposure to attractant found in a variety of local flora is most likely the cause for this young Gaelicat being separated from its clouder. So it is Gaelicat nip. Cloudcrawler is a swift-growing vine that clings to the bottom of violets found in the sea of clouds. When dried, the vines are pliable enough to weave into baskets or even crude armor. Yet this is Gaelicat nip, effectively. And we caught it! Okay, 3 more. Looks like there's going to be a good number of them around here by the Rose House. Here we go. Let's grab you. Alright. 2 left. Oh, another one right over here. Okay. I don't see it down here. Maybe it's above. There you are. What are you doing all the way up here? Alright, there's 4. 1 left. And you're gonna be right over here? Not you, you're a vicious one. Here we go. Alright, that's all 5. Let's get back to deliver them for the nests. Ginu Vanu, I bring you gifts. Gifts for the new nests. Has Netheling brought what Ginu asks? No scratches, no bruised wings. They all came along very peacefully. Ah yes, Gaelicats roll warmly like distant thunder on summer night. Much thanks to Netheling for bringing good stock. What do Gaelicats have to do with building nests, Netheling asks. Tradition! When nests complete for roosting, start of new life follows the path wind blows. Gaelicats are lucky and know very well of which wind bodes good fortune. So Gundu releases Gaelicats back to sky to show which way Nest should face. If cats fly west, Nest faces west. If cats scatter to four corners, well, any direction is good direction. Makes sense to me. Alright, I'll be back after daily resets, so we can take on the last of the new quests in this set. And then I will continue grinding up however much reputation we need. 720 is 15 total daily quests. So 5 days, I believe. And then we can move on to the next tier. I'll be back. Game's feeling generous because the very next day we got the last of the new dailies from this tier of the Vanu quests. We've got Pestered Ancestors. Vanu is looking right through us with ruffled feathers. Oh, forgive Muna, Netherling. He did not see you approach. His head feels clouded like thick fog after receiving news from former homeland about ancestral burial ground. Muna fears forefathers' memory has been blackened like darkest night. What to do? Well, that's not good. The Vundu are fucking around with your ancient burial grounds? Let's go fuck them up then. Netherling asks about gloomy fog following Vanu. Lino explains, for gloom is his as well. After leaving Old Gundu, Vundu shamans enter Old Village, spilling curses upon totems at ancestral resting places. Now ancestors cannot rest peacefully, disturbed by totems' dark chanting. Linu and Muna regret not our cause for independence, yet ancestors' memory, dusted with foul magics, is a terrible affront to any Vanu's honor. Cursed totems are worse than no totems at all. Perhaps Netherling can raise Muna's spirits. Linu tells her where ancestral grounds are in Old Gundu so she can destroy sullied totems. Let's do it! Let's get rid of these cursed totems so they can curse your ancestors no longer. Now arriving directly above Gundu, let's fly down, find these cursed totems, and put them out of everyone's misery. Where are they? I'm not seeing the cursed totems. They have to be around here somewhere, but I'm afraid I'm literally not seeing them. Nope, they're further up. That's what I thought. So yeah, they should be right around here somewhere. Is this something where we have to be on foot to get them to spawn? Because I believe there's a few quests like that in this game. You have to be on foot and walk over a specific location to get things to spawn sometimes. I don't like it. It don't feel like great game design. Especially given those spots, in my experience, were not marked. It says survey the locations in Gundu. So there should be survey points. But I see not the survey points. Here, let's try... Oh my god, okay. I was about to say, let's try scanning around the edges, and turns out that's exactly what I needed to do. Alright, down we go with the totems. There's one set. Let's keep scanning the edge. There we go. They're just hidden off way off in the back. And your turn to die. Alright, we should be good. That's all the totems destroyed. Let's get back and let them know the good news. Your ancestors' rests will be undisturbed for now. Vanu, Linu Vanu, I return with great news. Netherling silences offending totems, then she protects ancestors' honor. Linu is sure that when Vanu hears, fog unveiling him clears away. Fate of ancestors' resting place is uncertain, may take moons before new totems built to replace lost ones. But Linu is relieved in knowing spirits of ancestors now sleep peacefully as soft spring breeze. Indeed. And it'll be a while yet before we're able to get you back to your home, so the best we can do is just keep it safe in the meantime. Alright, I'll be back when our reputation is maxed out in about 3 days, I want to say, so we can advance to the next tier. Alright, we are back, and it is time to advance to the next tier of the Vanu. Hello, Linu Valley, what do you got? Linu Valley is cooking up a plan to improve relations with the Zundu. Satora, it is as Linu Valley fears. Ever since Brother visits Chief Sonu, the relationship between Zundu and Gundu is tense. We must do something before tension grows into animosity, disrupting all Gundu and Zundu work together for. Linu thinks upon problem for many sunrises and decides that Gundu shall hold a feast for Zundu. To treat friends to banquet is a meaningful act among the Vanu. When we gather around blazing cooking fires, all grudges wash away like tears in rain. Linu is to prepare fish for the main course, so she goes to Vorsian Saran to make a catch even Vanu envies. Food that the cook catches with her own talents is all the more delicious. However, as essential as the fish is the seasoning. And Linu wants to impress, so she asks Satora to gather a mineral most precious, Abalathian rock salt. Vundu hold the Cloud Sea's entire supply, so Satora must venture deep within Vundu Vana to where their storehouses lie. Search them and bring back the most pure chunks you can find. Linu needs time and concentration to make a suitable catch, so she asks that Satora gives the rock salt to Brother. Watch Satora, Linu returns with Cloud Sea's most succulent fish. Or I could just mine up the rock salt myself? I can do that, you know. Alright, well, on we go to infiltrate the Vundu then. Now arriving at Vundu Vana, looks like we need to go even further up to find the rock salt. Here we go. Unclouded Abalathian rock salt. They just don't trust me to get a pure enough sample. I see how it is. Okay, got it. Now let's get... Oh, hey, the Zundu spy that's been lurking around here. Good reference for where we're at. With that in hand, let's get back to Linu Vanu. Linu Vanu, I bring to you unclouded Abalathian rock salt, stolen directly from the Vundu. Greetings, Netherling. Sister says to expect something from you, although she says not what it is. It's something that hopefully you'll end up liking. Abalathian rock salt, and as cloudless as clear summer skies. To obtain such a mineral is no easy task. What does Sister hope to use this for? Planning a feast to tighten relationships with the Zundu. A feast? And Sister prepares the main dish, no less. Ah, it is just like her to put on a brave face, but as mist after spring rain, her courage is often fleeting. But it is not Linu Vanu's place to doubt her. It is because of my rudeness to Zundu that she goes to such trouble. It is shameful that my actions burden her so. Sister changes, it is plain to see. Not long ago, she clutches at Linu's feathers, fearful to wander too far from my gaze. But now her conviction to build our new home spurs growth, so much that Linu sometimes did not recognize her. I thank you for standing by Sister's side during this time, Netherling. Alas, although Sister is no longer frightened nestling, to leave her alone in the wilds brings Linu Vanu worry. For all Sister's conviction, she is delicate, with arms like branches of birch tree. Endymions stalk the skies, and beasts worse still skulk in the waters. As chief, Linu Vanu must watch over village. Netherling, pray visit Vorsian Saran and see that she is safe. You think the fishing has gone poorly then? Alright, let's go check in on her. Now arriving at Vorsian Saran, where is Linu Valley? Oh, she's under attack. Turns out her brother was correct. There's the cloudworm. Oh, you are big and nasty. Alright, let's take you down. Get Linu Valley out of here. And go get that feast underway. Satora, thank you for rescuing Linu yet again. Cloud fishing requires patience and focus. Linu's surroundings fade into background until there is only the fishing line and lure. Linu does not hear the cloudworm steal upon her. Maybe the worm smells Linu's catch. Fish is so plump, leftovers from feast feed tribe for moons. Come, Satoru, let us return to Gundu Naki before meat spoils. Must be a damn big fish if it can feed for months. Gosh, I sure hope that we weren't being watched and that the Vundu have not now figured out how to track where we are hiding. God, that would be an absolute tragedy if we happened to be spotted right there. If we're truly lucky, anyone who may have spotted us would be an ally such as the Zundu and not the Vundu. If only we could be so lucky. I don't remember, but it feels pretty obvious which way it's gonna go. It is a story that has been written, after all. Now arriving at Gundu Naki. Hello, Linu Valley. Good to see you made it back safely. Brother gives Linu Valley rock salt Satoru takes from Vundu. With such rich seasoning, fish will be the talk of Zundu for moons to come. And now Linu Valley cooks. Of course, Satoru is welcome to feast as guests of honor. Why, thank you. Does Sanu know why Honu, chief of Vundu, wears such ornate mask? Wait, Vanu. The mask is a symbol of his power, no? Chief Honu wants others to believe so, but Linu knows true reason. He masks the feathers on his head, which are thinner than newborn hatchlings. Ha ha ha! Many times Chief Unu and Sonu sit around fires such as this. Sonu still remembers well the power of his dance. He moves with the intensity of the sun itself and drives all darkness into hiding. Linu wishes to one day dance with a father's vigor, both to honor his memory and to protect Gundu Naki. Linu Valley may still be young, but Sonu knows she will become a great member of the Gundu tribe. Maybe one day she becomes chief. Chief Sonu makes Linu Valley blush. Linu is but a nestling still. Ha! It is but a joke, Linu. All Zundu praise feast, particularly the fish. We look forward to sharing many meals together in coming moons. Of course, Satoru is welcome to sit alongside the cooking fires with us anytime. I'm very glad that this plan worked out. Seems tensions have largely subsided, hopefully? Gundu Naki's principal structures have been completed, and the Zundu have sent flowers in celebration. We have achieved respected reputation. There are new quests available. And we have now an experience point bonus from the completion of Vanu Society daily quests. So now the Vanu quests are more valuable for leveling. We also get 3 additional quests, which I believe are all from the new sets. And I want to say there may also be new things at the Whitebone Exchange. Let's take a look. I'm looking for particular items. Well, at least I can pick up a bunch of these unidentifiable items once we're done here, but nope, I'm saving up for something specific, which still has not appeared. Alright. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Looks like it's time for the next step of the relic weapons for Heavensward, already on to step 2. And when we return to the Gundu tribe, we're going to be advancing one step further, as hopefully there are no consequences for us being spotted back there. I will see everyone next time for that.